Yes. Okay, short refuge. No. In the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Sangha, most excellent, I take refuge until enlightenment reach it. By the merit of generosity and other good deeds, may I attain Buddhahood for say all sentient beings. Niring chata nidang dewe danyam lo nebra juro. May all mother sentient beings bound to the sky have happiness and cause the happiness. May they rid from suffering and the cause of the suffering. Suffer from happiness that is free from sorrow. May the rest of equanimity free from attachment aversion. Lama Namla Jadon Kolo Jadon Gava Samgazan Gala Ganda Sumba Jere Zala Kujaze, Taso Honda Tamje, Lochu Sandra Jinjo, Lochu Lamton Dobro Jinjo, Lamtua Zebra Jinjo, Lotua, Isu Zebra, Jinjo Labdo. So, good morning again, and now we have so fortunate the practice of the Buddha compassion composing the Mani Khabum. The Lord Buddha always said, I can explain any the past and present, the future, the three times all the Buddhas and Bodhisattva, how they accumulated merit, how they take in the teachings, how benefit, and that someone can build, millions the Buddha's stupa, and there's tremendous benefit. Still, I can explain, but I cannot explain how benefit one recitation Avalokiteshvara mantra Om Mani Padme Hum. Why? The Buddha compassion is all the essence of the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas combining one the embodiment of bodhicitta or compassion. That is why Om Mani Padme Hum is the 84,000 sutras and tantras and all the Buddha's teachings. So that is we have fortunate to explain the Buddha compassions, his teaching, and also Buddha compassion is unseparable. All his manifestation, King Sonzen Gampo, kindly give teachings, the individual capacities, in the large group, what need to practice, in the smaller group, what kind need to practice, and individual, how to do practice. So there's a very unique how 10 virtues, 10 non-virtues, 6 perfections, and so on and so forth. So first, and I don't want to read it in English. This will give you some little idea what it's talking about. Then I will do again transmission, and then after that I will give some explanation as well.
Aaron, what page are we starting on?
We are on. It is page 377, beginning with number 2, oral instruction producing joy in those who have faith, and this is chapter 21. Oral instruction producing joy in those who have faith. Second is the oral instruction of arousing joy in those who have faith. At present, the teachings of true complete enlightenment exist. Moreover, we have attained a pure human body and have met with the Dharma. Thus, for this life, the accumulations were gathered in former ones. Now, it has come about that the accumulations are gathered. We should practice Dharma. Since we should have faith in practicing Dharma, Within faith are three sections. 1. The faith of confidence in karmic cause and effect. 2. Faith in the purity of the three jewels. 3. The faith of being saddened by the sufferings of samsara. 1. The faith of confidence in karmic cause and effect. Within the faith of confidence in karmic cause and effect are three sections. 1. The great power of karma. 2. The great falsity of appearance. 3. The great kindness of the Lama. First, within the great power of karma are three sections. First, the fruition of the karma of evil deeds and non-virtue is having nowhere to go but the three lower realms. We should have that faith. What faith? Disease, hunger of the stomach, poverty, short life, and many diseases are all the ripening of evil deeds gathered in former lives. Second is faith that the fruition of good karma is being born as a god or human being. What faith? Present riches, happiness, long life, and rarity of sickness are all the ripening of good karma of former lives. Third is faith that by the karma of motionless dhyana and samadhi, we are born in the formless realms. What faith? Dhyana and samadhi that are clear for a long time are the ripening of karma of samadhi from former lives. Therefore, accept virtue and abandon evil deeds. Do not be attached to the play of samadhi. Second, as for the appearances being very false, in appearances not being true, there are three sections. First, as for appearances not being true, because they are confusion, these appearances that are confused and what is not true is grasped as true. Because parents, siblings, children, relatives, and so forth are grasped by the eye as our own, there is continuous suffering. This is like when objects in a dream that do not exist are grasped as existing. They are confusion. Second, since appearances are not true, they are very false. These friends are not real friends. These companions are not real companions. These objects and houses are not real objects and houses. Since these are not true or stable, they keep changing and going away. Third, since appearances are impermanent, they are very false. Parents, siblings, children, and so forth are impermanent and die. The manner of material wealth is impermanent and is exhausted. Objects and houses are impermanent and are destroyed. At the end, even the world is impermanent and is destroyed. Third, within the kindness of the Lama are three parts. First, the Lama is the guide who leads us out of samsara. If we have no Lama, it is impossible to be liberated from samsara. So the Lama is very kind. Second, the Lama, by teaching the Dharma, makes our own being able to liberate itself, which is very kind. Third, if we have no Lama, true, complete enlightenment is impossible. So repaying the Lama's supreme kindness is important. Therefore, for establishing the cause, sentient beings as the fruition, Buddhahood, if we have no Lama, establishing that is impossible. Therefore, not being upset with the Lama, do what is in his heart. 2.
I think ugly step there, it's okay. Yep. Daughter Susu give Chuniki Don Lamoje, Shima, Chawa, Nuva Meba Nam Java Meba Riba, Shigi, the memory. Loy Mombasine Chunim Gilbe Lamdo, Junin Jurva Mevege, Dave Mombalam. No Shukbe, Chukrashi Java, Jidani Ba. 개화질 쪼와기에 명안에 다다양 다바조베 산제지 덴바 네바 데라 밀루 정모 톱네 추다 태도 더번 청아마라 소초 삭바 임베 다동용 소소 추자고 추제발라 대바고베 대발로 숨레 균데레 이체베 대바데 집군조 숨라 대베 당화다 니 코르베 동nel레 인종의 대화 당숨모 당물레 균데라 이제베 대발로 숨 레왕처와 나와준 제 라마 가딘 제 제제보 당보 레왕처발로 숨 당보디 고메기 벨레게 되고면서 숨레 로사메바네 이제베 지구괴 이제 지기제나 다대 독보다 풍보다 차동보다 내 뭐한테는 던져져 생활디발라 삭베 남이인지 니와기베 레전드보 하던 미래 제와 이제 지나 다다 다대 축바당 기와다 차랑와다 내 공부 탐제 양창함에게 벨레지 넘버면 봐 이노 숨발라 섬들 띵엔지메 유베 레지 수메베 컴수 제반에 이지나 섬된데 띵엔지 라 유령도네와 대제 엄메 띵엔지 넘버면 봐 이노 지나게와 당도랑라메게 벨레방 띵엔지 로라 잡버메자고 니와나와 주인 제가 나와메데 벌어서 당부 준나와 추나 임버메덴바네 데더지 나원디 주바인데 메덴 발라줌바나 파마분도데 닌들라소과 관계 나송와 등의 주미제데 멜름디 유더 메발라 요르송제 니와 나와 망에 발라준 제 닌디메 통디예메 유다 컨dim디 메바 녜녜부 나원 주진도 숨바 나와메다 보준 제데 파마분도 불러서바 메다가 치 노르제 강도게 메다 안제 유다 컨디메다데 토만 지딘지 컴디야메다 번지바 유노 숨발라마 진짜발로 순데 라마데 코르발은 덴베 대본 인데 라마 메나 코르발레 타르 메시베 신도네 진짜고 니발 라마데 추덴발라란 유튜브네 신도 진짜고 숨발라마 메나 저거 신도도 버면서 신도 덴도 저버게 제나 준도 데네 주심진 데네 주심진로 저거 산제도 저버제와네 라마 메나 좀 메시베 교제로 메차버도 우질라 메서 니와 군조라 담에 대발로 숨 담고 군조라 연대도 전바 당 담에 대바지도 군조 숨에나 템베네 메변조에 잡네 군조 숨 임바르기 당 무고차오 니와 군조 숨나 담에 대바지 버어 자데 고와 당서 고조 투리즘 저거 제와 임베이 대왕에 대베고 버어 자오 숨보 군조 숨지 연대 템베 직된디 유노와당 메당 메마인 바통절레 주고 치마적고 산 주고 토버 이 담을 군조숨나 접수 도와 양도 제로 군조숨 도발라와 숨바코레 동엘라이 종에 대발로숨 통보 코르 외견제외 코르와 지지 등로 터와나가 되지라 제기도 코르와 견제와 인노. Now, this is here. Now, this is the session and the second. So that's the So this chapter is the unchangeable, the aspiration prayers, the Dharma chapter is the second. So now this is chapter to inspire to the Dharma is how benefit and yourself in others. This is the Garba, the teaching of the Buddhas. If we not a precious human life, even though Buddha was here alive, but if you're not a Buddha, you're not a human being, and the Buddha's teaching is impossible. But right now, the physical Buddha is not here, but you have precious human life. That is your skill, your language, your wisdom, allow to the teaching of the Buddha's continually unbroken way. So that's the only precious human life. When you have precious human life, you have this kind of opportunity. See, this is precious human life. When the Buddha was 2,500 years and you are there, you already achieved maybe Arahat, Bodhisattva, Enlightenment, something. Even though maybe we not remember Buddha's teaching, but some continued blessings to these days, I want to learn the Buddha's teaching. Somebody want to practice, somebody want to become Buddha and Bodhisattvas. Their compassion, bodhicitta, wisdom, equanimity is inspired for 21st century. They know expires. They continually unconditional love to all sentient beings. That is unchangeable, called the Buddha nature or bodhicitta. So Buddha is not making any new instruction. The Buddha is giving or showing for who we are, what we have. So what we have is called Buddha nature. So they call Shidevarshik, Tibetan called Shidevarshik Ningbu. Shidevarshik Ningbu means, foundation self. It is the Buddha nature. That's Buddha nature is no different than Buddha in us. Yes, the difference between for ourselves, we always, self is very important. Me in the mind is the, space of the attachment. Then the spontaneous arising, and they or others, the object, the anger, jealous, hatred, the enemy, and so forth. So Buddha's teaching said there's no enemy outside, no enemy is between the enemy with us. When your anger arises, destroying your own peace and mind, not somebody. So that is the how training and how achieved a different label called the samadhi or Dingenzin. So that's called the temporary, we call the ignorance. It's like the dark cloudy in our mind. The dark cloudy confusion, our mind, we cannot see the beautiful radiating light such as the Buddha nature. So that when the teachings each time polish or recognize, is we're not making new consciousness, but the nature of the all layers and all the different kind of thought, such as the 10 non-virtues. So that is the teachings, the skillful means how to purify all the layers in the mind. This is beautiful because if we have it, if we cannot change, we have no hope to become purified. So Buddha's teachings say, and the samsaric being, they all succeed, they also fail, they also some wrongs. That's called samsara. If everything is perfect, and then this person is not in the samsara, is not longer anymore. But we not ignore what we done in our life, as the need to change. And through your analyze using the wisdom, can see different between before and now and afters. So that's called the unchangeable nature of the Dharma Dhatu, Chunin Jirwameva. Unchangeable, the Buddha nature or consciousness or primordial awareness. So now this is the subject we talk about here, how precious human life. When you have the precious human life, all those your enjoyment, all the 10 virtue result is you have enjoyment because you have the capacity to transform physically, mentally, spiritually, and likewise in yourself and the near you and far you, all beings. That's kind of the power of the consciousness. This we use the developing and continually learning in the samadhi, and every day with contemplation. You are not too far because you can see the 6 realms and you reach highest one in the human being. The other, the 5, is there not much understood like the human. The human body is very excellent. So that is good, precious. So that kind is the precious, is the amount among us accumulated merit in the past. That's the way in the present we have the result, this kind. Say last year if you plan something, maybe something you plan. Now this around this time, 1 year you can look there something growing maybe, and say such as tree or fruit. Now you can see there are new branches coming, new leaves coming, new flowers coming. So this means fruit is not too far. If you never plant the tree, you think, oh, I love this tree, I love this flower. You counting million times, still you didn't get any result. So motivation is good, or rejoicing is good, but actions are much important. So we have all those excellent conditions. Precious human life we have, and also we are allowed to practice in a spiritual, whatever you wanted, in the beautiful place, what you call the land of the opportunity. And also, time is belongs to us. If you choose meditate, nobody say, hey, it's illegal, nobody say like that kind. So your mind belongs to you. So whenever, wherever, unseparable your body and mind, how we can say I don't have time to practice? So you have the mind, you will watch mind, you practice continually developing mind. That's what we call 24 hours, 7 days a week, unseparable in the samadhi. That's the yogis and yoginis do this way, right? That's where you see yogins and yoginis. Every song or every sound is the we call doha or vajra songs. This means makes sense. This explanation of the daily life, how to move on to more easy. So for example, okay, maybe this example is too long. Maybe I will go back in the text. So, so now the precious human body is is so precious, and also we need to take care, and our time is more precious. And the time is like a clock, just tick, 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 tick. They didn't say, hey, Lama, you need, so I'm not moving, tick, tick, I can just waiting for you. Next few days, only 1 second. That does not happen. So the tick, tick means that there's some sort of a message. Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? That's a different way to you need to recognize. I mean, ready means becoming open your mind, expanded your bodhicitta to everyone, or something's coming, you ready. Some things you ready, It's not everything. I'm not talking negative, say ready to party, why not? Ready to enjoyment, why not? Ready to go hiking, because nice weather. So all those outside conditions already there. You didn't go out. That's not outside conditions' fault. That's your fault. You need to get out. All the natural flowers blooming outside. You stay home. That's not outside. You need to go enjoyment. So Buddha's teachings are surrounded for you, and you need to receive the teachings. So, so this way say, this lifetime we need to continue to accumulate merit until become the Buddhahood. So this way and also need to continue the Dharma increase. More Dharma practice, more enjoyment is coming through your experience. Not need to ask question anybody. For example, you more meditate, more meditation, and increase your samadhi, more mind stable, all anxiety is disappear completely. The body give fully relaxing, the growing immune system, the 10 times better than before. Need to space through your mind. So this is how it works. When you practice, of course, you need intelligent way, intellectual. You can to debate in many things, but when you become into practice, and you need also there are some faith. Without the faith, and you argue to the Buddha or God, it didn't work that way. How you become this kind of power, what do you have the skill? So those kind of you can do debate and the Sangha members and friends, things like that. But then deep, there need three faith. And also, one is the late Yundel Yichivas. You need to believe the causes condition is real. I think this is no argue because the Western society goes around and comes around. It's a different dialogue of the karma, but the same page, you know. So that's what we need to build. So previous life, how much accumulated merit, we didn't remember. We don't remember anything. But look, this is our life. It's so pleasure, so exciting every moment. Why? What I'm saying is so pleasure and exciting. Look, the same human being, but some place they don't have peace in mind. They mentally don't have freedom. Physically, they needed necessary needed they don't have, such as food, medicine, clothing, shelter, simple things they don't have enough. Top of them, bad disease, wars, chemicals, all kind everywhere. So those is some unfortunate. We compete for us this moment our situation. That way, all those is together collected as previous. Now this lifetime much bigger to build in our practice way, accumulating through the mind. Not material is not always to number one. You know, mentally is the spiritual case more, but at the same time we need to the material as well. But now here is the cause and condition, and this is the one called Yichive Teva. Now you say 3 jewel and karma causations. Those I believe, I have faith. They no change. I have faith because this is happening before somebody's lives. Why not me? And there are this is a reason behind and and they Yichive. So this is one. And also you will say the 2,500 years Buddha's teaching called 3 jewels, they never failed. And these days, scientists love to test what you call DNA test. But you can try how many times try to Buddha's teachings try to fail. They cannot find it because Buddha was fully enlightened. Scientists are not fully enlightened. There's a difference between. So anyway, I'm not criticizing the scientists, but I'm just inspired by Buddha's teachings. That is the way. And the second, my faith is undestroying, like the diamond. For the 3 jewels, they have capacity. Third, third is the faith. Is the samsara is the suffering. Does not need introduce much. You can look around our lives, every breathing this you increase joy or fear. We always fear, or I will maybe this one hope, or maybe this come down. The between hope and doubt will live between hope and doubt. So now, in this case, you will maybe so scared. What do you need to do? Right? And then the Tangbo, Le Junjali Cheva Tevalusums here, and also cause condition. There are also 3 ways to explain. The first, Le Wang Cheva means, and the karma is very powerful. Karma is, even though the top security police guy or whatever you can call, he or she cannot catch in the karma, because whatever we already plan or seed in the previous life, we will already get. So that is the power and karma. And also they say all the appearance is not real. It's like the magician, and recognize. Then you need appreciation for the teacher and the gurus or lamas. So now first, what are we talking about? What is the power of the karma? There are also 3 ways to explain the power of the karmas. So this is this. If we did something, the 10 non-virtues or some sense, print karma, the only way to go in the three lower realms. This is the power of unchangeable, because whatever they done, they all need to deserve. And in this life also, there's previous connections where we rebirth. How we know this is talking this life. This life, and always a hunger, always sickness, and life is short. And first, life is short. Secondly, the whole life is a sickness, mentally unhealthy. Then there's death. So this kind the showing and the bad creating karma results. And this one is the previous, something sense, or maybe some 10 virtues very strongly. This is life is ripening. So, for example, say somebody in previous life is a hunting or hunter or fisherman or something connection to the taking the other's life. So this life always those sickness and sickness, and then short life. Some people very long life, all happy life. So now here also said someone did in the 10 virtues. There's a result is to rebirth God in goddesses, no God in demigod in humans. And looks this way, they said, you can look right now, or some wealthy people and this and our own can see. What do you say? The living beings right now. You can look the the wealthiest people. They always look good. Their clothes is nice. They're always healthy. Why? They what do you call like double win-win? Look good, clothes good, and healthy, and livelihood. That's not somebody made by design, but karma deserve that kind. So we need rejoicing the luxury people. Jealous didn't help for us. So we need rejoicing. Say, hey, you guys did excellent. So we see you are different than us, even though we are neighbor. But I'm rejoicing every people like become like you. So those kind is the rejoicing and the benefit. Yeah, and so that is where the fate is no caution about it, how it works. That's the good karma to your rebirth, good families and things like that. That's why here said 이치나 다들 축복의 기와의 차량와의 내 공바 탐진이 기왕함에 let number me those is someone I saw the TV. They said I never walk my life. That's impossible. I never walk my life, but I have good educated because my parents sent me the most expensive schools. I have degree this and that, double, masters, and 2-3 times PhD. I have a lot of learning, but I never work. You see, this is now this life to build wisdom is fully. Next time easy, you have more understanding easier. So, 이전에 다들 축복의 기와디 차량와다 내매와 탐제의 기왕함에 개vel에 number면 봐 이마 so this is so clear to the previous. Now next one and subastamde dinga comes. Now this also the rebirth in higher and higher. This the next one is the samadhi beings. They are through the formless beings you will birth, and then the less than form beings more suffering. So that is you can see through the samadhis and the samadhi meditation for joy for still for long, but they increase their karmas, rapid increase. And every thought is they want to be something in the virtue things, easy to reject in the 10 non-virtues. That is the power of the samadhi. And the samadhi give you so inspire and mentally and physically pleasure, so forth, but they do not need in the attachment. When you attach something and then they create and destroying. Now, that's first. Second, in now Jun Chawa, Temple Sum means appearance is everything is not real. So now the first, now Tuaimba, Medemba. So every appearance is like the musicians or mirage looks like there are some form, but it's nothing existing there. So likewise, in the Nang Tuva, likewise, this life in the appearance and something is just mirage, like the rainbow. Rainbow so beautiful, nothing used because nothing real there. And the ordinary sentient beings, I am real, who I am, this and that, they're thinking is real. Means, so even though this is a nature of the impermanent, but we don't have the capacity to recognize moment by its impermanent, they not accept, say your body is for emptiness your body is, they're not easy to understand, They're thinking emptiness means untouchable, but you think, see, I'm hurt, I can maybe feel and so forth. So those is the Medembal Dembarzibas is even though it's another they're two truth, right? Relative truth and absolute truth. So absolutely things are nothing real. But in our case, we know there's a fire means a heat. We cannot deny that. But we can see where is the beginning of fire. Which one's first? The wood or material, which one's fires first? If you say this is first, you need to show the fires always there. So then you will see fires are not independent. That's the nature of the emptiness. Now, nature of the emptiness connection to the interdependent, you can say so this material and put this together becoming fires. Like say two pieces of wood, the heat up, then becoming the fire. And the fire will burn, that's the same the piece of wood. So now you can say fire with a tree or the piece of wood, or fire no connection to piece in wood. Fire, you can say fire is a wood, the piece in stick. They need to smoke or fire or burning. So they need to all the conditions. Then, no. Now here the sacrifice part, I love my family. I love, I will give everything my family, whatever they want, especially my sons, daughters, pets, dogs and cat, and all those is my everything. I don't care, I'm suffer, but I will give everything. So this kind of your voluntary to give for them. This Tibetan called Lenchak, very powerful. Lenchak means we owe something previous. This person's becoming into your own biological connections and family members. You cannot deny it anything. So previous we owe this lifetime you will happy to give as much as you can give, For example, son or daughter say, please eat this one more bite, please, We cannot say the neighbor's kids, please eat one more time. No. So anyway, this kind of power in the mind, then this bring to, of course, the two different things. Pure love is another one, the base of the attachment and another one. Those are very similar. The pure loves, I love so much this person because I want to help for him or her, everything. This is everything you love to give him or her. The attachments, I love so much this person, I love so much this whatever because I need it, I love so much avocado. This means you're not carrying avocado, but you want to eat avocado. It's different, My love's the same language, but it's different way. mind teaching the then sometimes you meditate. Yeah, so now this is where I say, your family is there's no doubt about it. Every families love each other, parents love kids, kids love parents, uncles and aunties and nieces and nephews, and grandparents and so forth. But that is in the winter Dharma practice time. mm, mm, 29 number. So those also the enjoyment like your own the dream, nothing things are real. This helps for you, not too much stuck in your energy, everything. So it looks like your dream. This is my temporary dream, and enjoy, and there's a result to you. This is a lifetime you connection to your own family. That's kind in Tulwa, means I want this one and just so grasping. Niwa nawa medemba zunchawa means even though you can appear and you can see something, but it's nothing real. We just talk the rainbow and so forth. This is the so the talk the means now also so the friend. There's a different kind of friends. Some friend is the inner understanding to guide to fully becoming the virtuous and benefit beings. We call the meaningful life. The life's many things, life's many different way labeled. When the life's meaningful, you become meaningful. Every you movement, everything is a benefit. And like Buddha, some Buddha's statue, see people say, wow, it's great. The Buddha didn't say, hey, I'm great, but still his physically body, there are 32 manners and 80 measures, the excellent quality. Each of those in the hundreds of times to build. Then people see what you call first, wow, If somebody see you, nobody say, wow, But when you see the Buddha's image, nobody say, they don't doubt questions or they don't have. So that's kind of the excellent you already arriving. This is unseparated for us also become like this kind of sages because we will same with this teaching and path. That's the results we also get it. 20 minutes. You the kangjim the yemen. Then also see this friend also, a temporary friend is maybe, maybe say longest one with you, maybe 90 years, 80 years, that's all. And the house, and also it's like the dream, you have your house, you can take care of many things, and then the house becoming is very good, and then you're ready to go, right? That's life so funny. So somebody say, oh, I want to build my business, for example, say, or maybe Amazon, Look in Amazon or the Jeff Bezos, he built many years. Now he's the biggest successful. Now he stepped down. Everything's limited. So the Dharma is only unlimited. You can increase your enjoyment is never expire. Nobody fired you. If you're fully capable to bodhicitta, no sentient being can fire you. But ordinary work, somebody fire you, and because the ordinary way to thinking, this is talk, is the friendship. Now, some things, everything's moment by change. Just we say the house and families and friends, everything's changing. Every moment's changing. As you not need to doubt about it, You can look the two different pictures. 20 years ago, you can look yourself, and now you can look. I'm not saying you are becoming any judgment, but you can looks different, That's we need to accept. This is I'm 20 years ago. That's now I am. Maybe getting better, Maybe better pretty, but it's something's changing. Using doubles. Now the third one is also is not faith, or it's not also truth, because even though the parents and brothers and sisters also impermanent, they change. Just we remember, so even though you are twin brother or sisters, the sooner or later you need to separate because impermanent. So this means not too much attached. The point. Norte Kangjamedes. In your wealth, everything looks like walking. People walking in every moment you're getting somewhere. Likewise, everything's in impermanent change. And then also your country, village, mountain, or river, forest, everything is changing. And finally, not only that, the whole entire earth, whole universe, every moment by changing, as we everybody knows. So that is the way how do you need to see, because there's no reason to holding attachment. Because if with the base is permanent, you must have attachment because this belongs to you and you can forever. So this unfortunately changing moment by. Now third, the appreciation for the gurus or teachers or lamas. There are three different ways to explain. The first, the guru is the showing the path to liberating. He is like the captain to cross the other side to shore. They say without the teacher or guru and ourselves alone to free from suffering or free from the samsara is impossible. Even though now they say there's a teacher, he or she needed to, his mind is subduing it through the dharma, not the ego is strong. Because this means he looks like practice dharma, his mind looks like the dharma, he know how to take care or how to respect the others. That is way and benefit and appreciation. Third, without the teacher, they cannot fully awakenings. There's somebody showing, for example, remember, the finger is showing to the moons, and the Lama finger is another moon. But through this, the method to you saw in the moon. That is why I say I saw the beautiful moon because he or she saw. Likewise, your inner the love and compassion of bodhicitta or essence of mind, and the teacher said, this is your essence one, now drawn loose. You can keep pleasure, happy, increase energies. Then this is person is very important. That is where we appreciation for the great the teachers. So even though we have the Buddha nature, but need to work to become in the shine in the outside the box, So that's the teaching or the guru's skill. That way you recognize someday you are, and outside is the samsara box. That is the way appreciation of the three jewels and gurus. Now here's second fate of the three jewels. First, and the remainder is the knowledge of the Buddhas. Without the three jewels, looks like you are no direction to go any place in the Buddha's case. So who guide you? I know my friend, she's very good, he's very good, but he's not smart than Buddha, This means Buddha needed. So Buddha is important, and how to communicate you in Buddha directly? Of course, they need teachings in Buddha's scripture or pustaks. You in text alone and you fully understanding? No, they need the sanghas. That's called three jewels, inseparable. That is what called the guru's body is the sangha, his speech is the dharma, his heart is a Buddha. That's called the three jewels. So this is the leader of the sentient beings, the three jewels, the object of the refuge. That is where we need to faith in devotions. The first, why we will the faith of the three jewels. They said first, or when they explain with a reason. not born in samsara. Block the samsara rebirth door. Open the rebirth three low or three higher realms. It's a big deal, isn't it? So that's the way, number one reason. Mm. And then third one is the Gunjo Sumgi Yonten Temples. Third, you need to reminder the three jewels and knowledge, the excellent knowledge. Everything benefit all sentient beings. And how you can say, they said this world or this in the universe, there's so many destructive physically things, human beings, non-human beings. Those three jewels can protect the outer dangers. Likewise, inner arising the three poison or thought, and the three jewels will protect. Not only that, after this changing the life to become in the Buddhahood, because you have Yi Tangwa, now your mind is the purity and to rejoicing to the three jewels. So now your mind is more clear to you can see the three jewels more quality, more needed. That is a good level, so you need to practice to meditate. Third, in the samsara is always a suffering. This is truth. So we need to renounce it to the suffering in the three rubber drums. The first, and when the samsara, when the stuck the samsara one business, you not need to get out like elephant in the stuck in the mud. Elephant carrying it huge in many things, but he is this kind of huge monkey size in the deep in the mud. There's no way to get out. The only somebody can take out. The same as our samsara is much 100,000 times deeper than elephant stuck in the mud. Okay, the samsara mud. It's not one place. It's called endless circle in mud. That's not fun place, you know. So, 10 o'clock, some take questions. So I'm not taking your beautiful Sunday. You guys need to walk outside, vacation, enjoy with the parents. So not too much a lesson, the yada, yada, love this guy, you know, need peace and enjoyment. So any questions, I can take some. Otherwise, no questions, very good. Now dedication for long life, and then longer prayer and dedication. Tungun Sangpo Jenju Sanze Ba Chenle Lundu Kajara Shabden Sho Gunju Sumji Damban Zimba Lang Age Anju Jizanja Tubden Ranjen Domen Dentawa Chuji Na Kajara Shabden Sho Chukjuru Dube Dambala Nyingdu Jimbo Mana Soshen Jeden Lando Gwane Ludu Bemo Jenze Ju Shabden Dedication 78 Sonam de Tomje Segwani, Tomnam Nive, Donam Pamje, Diego Noji Balon Tukba, Seve, Tolendo, Ando, Varajo, Chanjo, Samjo, Rambo, Jimaji, Banamji, Kibanyam Bami Bayan, Gone Gondo Be, Varajo, Lama Gungum Samra Soa, the Chode, Kuzirum, Sovan, the Tanle, Drajin, Jela, Sovan. Lama Dandava Meva Chendi Lo Sanje Kusum Niva Janla Dang Juni Minjuro Dambe Janla Indu Meje Dambe Janla Vaji Chidarang Vashi Molam Duvara Shop Tadang Konde Dam Jaji Tusundu Sakwa Lo Yuve Keve Zawandi Tadang Samjen Tamje Nyurdo Lanam yang da bo zo be chang ju rum bo ju do wa ju ju re je she ja kun su kun ju 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 dan du na lo wan do de gong ba ren jen be ju dum bo su de bo she du du sum gong be den ju ro je. Okay, short English dedication, top one, by the virtues.
By the virtues collected in the 3 times by myself and all beings in samsara and nirvana, and by the innate root of virtue, may I and all sentient beings quickly attain unsurpassed, perfect, complete, precious enlightenment. May the teachings of the great Trigungpa Ratna Shri, who is omniscient, Lord of the Dharma, Master of Interdependence, continue and increase through study, practice, contemplation, and meditation until the end of samsara.
Thank you, everyone. You have a wonderful Sunday, and see you soon.
Thank you, Lama.
Thank you, thank you.
Thank you, Lama. Thank you, Erin. Bye.
Thank you, Lama.
Thank you, everyone. Enjoy your day.
You too.